Hey YouTube. So in today's video, I wanted to talk to you guys about just a few stocks real fast on that I'm keeping my eyes on right now. So let's go over the plays that I called out yesterday. Some of the plays I called out was Johnson and Johnson. I said that, hey, look, I still wouldn't have taken this play either way, to be honest with you, because it's just the RSI is not oversold. So I'm actually now looking to play this to the downside. Like I just saw this. So I said I was going to buy a call option here, see my alert right here, but I did not take it because the RSI just wasn't oversold. So it is what it is. It took off, but it is what it is. So I'm going to delete that. And my new target now is now back to the downside. So I'm going to take a short right here, back down somewhere here. I would decide if I'm going to do it or not based on the RSI. If the RSI is hot or not, then I will consider taking it. But I have other factors that I'll factor in versus like if there's a bullish fair value gap right underneath it. It just depends. I will wait and see based on what I see. So for now, yeah, I would definitely take a short right here at 164. Because also it's also, yeah, I would definitely take a short either way because that's a 4 hour and a 1 day short. So that's actually very interesting because now I have two possibilities. So we're gonna come up against a lot of resistance. So what I'm hoping that is that it do a 2 for 1. What I mean by that is it knocks out the 4 hour and the 1 day all in one strong push. So if it does that, either way, I would take a shot. I would take the play down. But if it only does this one, which is the 1 day, then I won't take it because it just, I might. I might. It just depends. This one I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to do yet, but I'm just have to wait and see what it does in the morning. If I do take it, I'll buy a first put right here and see what happens. And if we push up further, then I'll buy the two more contracts up here. So for this one, it's going to be a longer play, but I know we're going to get rejected here one way or another. Let me check the 1 day, the 1 week, I mean. Yeah, so either way, I do believe that we are going to reject both one of these levels. Well, both of these levels, but it just depends on what they want to do. Do they hit both of them or not? Because technically, we're now bullish because we hit the bottom right here, create a higher low that now is supposed to create a higher high, but on the way up, we might get rejected and create a lower high and push down, or whatever. I don't really care. I can't predict the future like that. But as for now, in the morning, based on what happens, if I have the time, if I see something better, I won't take it. But if I don't, I will take it. I'll buy first put here, and if it goes against me, I'll buy another two to even it out, and that should be a win. But overall, I do know we're bullish, so I gotta be careful. The next play is AI. AI is coming down very slowly. As I said in my last video, that it's taking a while to get down to here. So I'm waiting for it to come down to here. But technically at this particular moment, any moment, you could take off at any moment. I'm just not sure what they want to do. So the RSI is getting low, which I do like. So I'm just have to wait and see for AI to come down to right here basically, or in between is fine with me. So I would take it right here at 24.58 and then add to it down here. But one way or another, we're going back up. Lucid looks good for tomorrow for me. It's very very close to where I want to buy it. So for Lucid, I will take a gamble on Lucid. I'm listing all these plays. It doesn't mean like I have to take all of them. It just plays that I'm keeping my eye on. So whichever presents the best opportunity is the one that I would take, right? Like I didn't get to take the Johnson and Johnson play because I'll go over it after this, which play I took instead. The reason why I didn't take the Johnson and Johnson is because everything was perfect. I got the alert, it was at my level, but there was just no good contracts. Like I looked into the options and there was no good contracts. So I just didn't take it. It is what it is. It was perfect, but I just didn't take the gamble because there was no good contract. Yeah, so Lucid, RSI burning up, etc. Completely oversold. Completely, just ridiculously oversold. And this is one of the only support that I see for Lucid, so I do expect a bounce. Um, if I feel like gambling, I might take it off the first bot, the first dip right here. I might take the first one here and buy this another two at the bottom. But I'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. But this is, I do like this. I do like this play. So this is gonna be my on my top list to watch for tomorrow. Let's see if they push it down, because as you can see, we close this gap right here, which tends to continue back down. HD is also another strong play that I got my eye on, but it all depends on what they do tomorrow. I'm loving this 391. So this play is definitely in my top plays because it has so many good support that I could add to, even if this one doesn't work. So I do really, really, really like HD at this level. Like really like it. It looks really good. Like man, I really like how strong this support is right here. Very, very strong support. RSI is also burning up. Perfect. Perfection. Just like what I called yesterday, that I was like Johnson wasn't John, it was ZM. I'll go over ZM as well next actually. Remember yesterday I was saying, yo, ZM looks perfect. It looks perfect. And look what happened. It completely topped out. I said ZM was gonna top out right here. This is a paper trade I did, just whatever. Um I said ZM was gonna top out right here because it looks so good because the RSI was burning up. So just like that, HD also looking the inverse of what the Johnson and Johnson is doing, right? ZM is doing that, man. RSI is burning up, and we're about to hit strong support. Please come down more, please. This is now probably one of my favorite to play. NIO just nah, check back in 3 days. So the play what I end up going with was actually AMD. So I went in and I bought AMD call option. Third time is a charm, right? Isn't that what they say? Oh, so for this one, um, I played one, two, another third time. So these both end up with break even, and I could have went break even on this, maybe win a little bit of money, probably like $25. I could have win twice, but I decided to hold my trade because I'm just like, you know what? I'ma hold it. I'ma hold it. It's my play. Yeah, the reason why I'm holding it is because of this 1 week fair value gap, which basically buyers where buyers were. So let's see if these buyers defend this area, because if they do not defend this area, we're gonna go down really far. We're gonna go down pretty far. We could go all the way down to here before the next support kicks in, which is for 146. So that would be the next support that I would see. So I'm willing to gamble on this for tomorrow for a call option, even though it looks very bearish. I'll be honest with you, it's been very bearish for a while. So win or lose, it is what it is. Risk management is the key. So I'm okay if I lose. But even still, I don't know, so I'm gonna lose because I'll add to my trade down at 149, just right in between here. If I We're gonna go up at some point. So that's what AMD, I took that instead. And for Moderna, this thing's taking a sweet little time coming down, but it's getting closer and closer to my one. Is it 1 week? Yeah, 1 week closing fair value gap. So depending on what happens tomorrow, if we're below this, I will start my starters. I know there's a lot of plays I'm calling out. I'm gonna get in, but I call them out, but I'm just gonna take the best. Which one of I see is the best? I took AMD because AMD had a lot of good options in the option chain. There was a lot I could take anything, but the rest was not giving me any good play. Like Johnson and Johnson, like no, thank you. So yeah, so anything below this at this point tomorrow, I'm willing to get. I'm gonna start my starters starting tomorrow. So if you can get any kind of push tomorrow, and I see what I like, I'll start buying starters tomorrow. I'm probably gonna start with two contract and then add another two at the bottom. If it goes below, I'll make this my number one play. If and only if tomorrow comes and it's like down here at 52 something or something like that, gap down, then I'll make this my number one play. And Mara is pushing back up again, so Mara is definitely going to look to go back to the downside again at up here and here. So I'll wait and see what happens tomorrow, but I definitely, if Mara pushes up a lot tomorrow, I'm going to short it as well right here. I don't know how far down I'm going to do it, but I would definitely take a play down. Earning is close, but not that close. So I would definitely short it in between these two right here. If you get, especially if you get a strong push in the morning, I'll definitely short that down. And chicken. Tyson, as I said, I did not take the call option here simply because the RSI wasn't oversold. And this is what I mean, right? Now, they just did something very interesting. Now, when you look at this, this looks scary, right? Very, very scary. I mean, that drop is, god damn, that's a drop right there. Let's see. Yeah, so what they just did right here, to me, just made the stock bullish, actually. That drop you just saw, it's kind of interesting. I don't like it, but it's interesting because they did it in the after hours, and I don't like that. You see how it perfectly come down and closed down to this fair value gap? So that would mean now we're now in a bullish environment. So I just simply don't like how it is on a pre-market, that they did that in the pre-market. So I'll probably stay away from Tyson for now. So I don't want anything to do with it. I'm done. I'm done. I don't need to touch you anymore. Roblox. Yeah, I'm going to short it up here, so it's going to take a while. I'll call this out sooner or later, but I do like it. It's a one-day fair value gap. Pretty, yeah, I like it. I like it. So based on the RSI, when we get up there, which looks like it's going to get hot, I'll definitely short it down. And yeah, that's about it. So, and the last one actually is AMC. AMC is still nowhere near where I want it to be, so whatever. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in my next one. Later.